distance, the heat, and the sheer remoteness of this stage will take its toll on the minds and bodies of the racers. Welcome to Granada Dakar. Hello once again, everyone. I'm Bob Barsha. Mauritania in Western Africa hosts Stage 9 of the 18th Granada Dakar from Zouarat to El Mereti. Navigating will be difficult in the desert. Once again, here's Jeremy Hart.
Last night, the remaining 150 competitors in the Granada Dakar Rally took their final showers, lies for company. To reiterate what happened at the end of the first week of competition, because we're now into the second, Eddie Orioli leading in the bikes at the moment, and in the cars it's Pierre Lartigue of France in his Citroën. 3 more days of competition in the Sahara.
Welcome back to Granada Dakar 1996. I'm Bob Barsha. In the automobile category, Pierre Lartigue continues to lead in his Citroën by just under 51 minutes from the injured Philippe Wamberg, while Japanese Hiroshi Masuoka drives the leading Mitsubishi in third. Let's get back to the desert.
On the left, Pierre Lartigue. On the right, Michel Perrin. The leaders of the Granada Dakar after the half-distance mark at Zouarat. They just have 1 week to hold on to their lead, but behind them, they have only teammates from Citroën. What will happen? Wait and see. So Lartigue, leader for the second half of the first week of the event. Lartigue and his teammate Vatanen, leaders since the beginning of the rally. Vatanen was first away from Granada, but Vatanen had all sorts of problems in the first week of the event. He's now down in the bottom half of the top 5, but Lartigue still holding on to his lead. He's won for the last 2 years. He's feeling ill today, and he's got all his teammates behind him, supporting him just in case he gets into trouble. This is Salvador Servia, the Spanish driver in the Citroën team. And Servia was third quickest on today's stage, behind Philippe Wamberg and Ari Vatanen. So Wamberg, Vatanen, Servia and Lartigue, 1, 2, 3 and 4 into El Mereti. A Citroën whitewash at the moment. What is happening to the Mitsubishi team? We haven't even seen them so far. A little bit of damage to the front of Ari Vatanen's car as he negotiates the sharp stones in the only canyon on today's stage before opening it up, and off he goes. We're hearing the conversation between Gilles Picard, navigator for Vatanen, and Vatanen himself. This is Philippe Wamberg, stage winner by 2 minutes 19 seconds from Vatanen. And part of the problem is when you catch the slower bikes, especially on a narrow track, you have to risk going on the sharp stones. And Wamberg and Fred Gallagher, his navigator, do that, pass successfully and continue to stage win.
Oui, c'était absolument superbe. Profiter pas tout le temps parce que
it was a great stage.
Rapide par endroit. Donc il fallait rester
profited from the speed. He loves to go flat out, and for 100 kilometers it was foot to the floor.
Avion, donc il fallait être très vigilant. C'est vrai qu'on a eu un spectacle.
And they were ordered this morning to keep an eye on each other in the Citroën team, especially on Pierre Lartigue, rally leader. And of the Mitsubishis, well, the fastest was Hiroshi Masuoka, who could only manage 5th time on today's stage. Masuoka, though, 3rd overall. but an hour and 41 minutes behind Lartigue. Vonberg, second overall. Masuoka proving to be the front runner now in the Mitsubishi team, although he started technically in fourth in terms of the pecking order in the Mitsubishis. Jean-Pierre Fontenay kicks a wheel up over a bump in the dunes. Foot to the floor in the deep sand. You can see the weight in the back of the Pajero. The front of the car is way up in the air. They've got a lot of tyres in the back of the car just in case they get punctures, and today was a day of punctures. Lartigue had 4, Masuoka had 2. Here is Masuoka in a slightly differently shaped Mitsubishi Pajero to the others. From the air, Bruno Sabi, who didn't have a good day at all. Sabi says he's now developing the car for the future, which in rally speak means he's so out of the running that he might as well just use it as a bit of a test run. Jean-Louis Schlesser in the last remaining buggy takes to the air, but the deep sand and the fast pace sapping his car of fuel. Schlesser finishing with only a little bit left in the tank when he reached El Moretti. He thought he might actually run out.
Here are the results of stage number 9. Philippe Wamberg, despite that painful dislocated thumb, won the stage by 2 minutes and 19 seconds over the flying Finn Ari Vatanen, while Servia, Lartigue, and Masuoka round out the top 5. In the overall standings, Lartigue maintains his lead, now 44 minutes 40 seconds over Wamberg, with Masuoka, Vatanen, and Jean-Pierre Fontenay following.
Now, yesterday, if you were watching the program, we saw Ari Vatanen and his friend Sidi, a taxi driver from Surat, have a go in Sidi's old Peugeot.